Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So today, I just finished the implementation of our decoder. Okay, so as you can see, we have here now the complete no complete na implementation for decoder. So we're going to test this one. Let us see if okay bang yung functionality. Okay, now by the way, no, I just tried to tap this one here. No, I'm just connecting the VCC and the ground using this jumper here. Okay, but make sure that your wirings here, this one that should be clean and neat. In your actual implementation, you're not going to use this one, but you're going to have this like this, no? Flat siya. Then connect this one going here. Okay? So, yung mo lang siya i-connect, i-tap lang mo siya. The same thing with this one. So, yung mo lang po na siyang i-connect kanya, pero lang po sa pikas. Okay? I-flat lang. I'm just using the jumper para tawag gani madali ang atuang connection. Okay? Now, again, we're going to test the supply, no? So, we have here, okay, okay, so we have here, okay, this one, okay, multi-tester. Okay, we're going to use this multi-tester. Okay, we're going to use the multi-tester for us to be able to know kung pila ang supply. Okay, so we have the what we call the adapter. Okay, let me show you the adapter. We'll just turn the camera. Okay, so that one, that is the adapter. Okay, we just set our adapter to more or less 6 volts. Okay, so I am not advising you to use that one, but that's the only available, no, na we have in the laboratory, the adapter, because ano kasi nag-change sa iyahang supply, no, nag-change siya. So, and it is not also stable ang iyang supply. That is why we need to have a, what we call this one, a multi-tester ito. Okay, so we need to have a multi-tester to check, no, the supply. Okay, so let's try to check wala ang iyang voltahe. Now, let us see. So the red one, this one is the positive and this is the negative. So we're going to check. So this is our supply now ito. This is the VCC. Okay, ito yung VCC. We're going to connect this one sa VCC. O later na. Okay, so VCC and this is also the ground. So let us check first the supply. Okay, so ito yung VCC. Ito, this is the VCC and this is the ground. So let's check. So we have more or less bila. So we have, okay, so we have what, 6 volts, no? Wait lang. So we have, let us see, okay, 6.34 volts. That is why it is not steady, no? Kasi ang ito ginagamit sa adapter. So more or less 6 volts. Okay? If we're going to turn that one, adapter, so baka mag-reduce pa siya. Okay? Now, but don't you worry, because even if you're going to supply that one with 6 volts, no? Let us also look at the output. Because there are voltage drop, no, along the breadboard. So nasa circuit is a voltage drop. So let us see what will be the output voltage. So take note that we have a 6.3, no, na input voltage. So let us see kung pila yung output voltage. See to it that the output voltage is capable of turning the LEDs on, or it could be it can turn also the let us say for example, if you're using motor, so mas taas ang requirements sa output voltage. So make sure nga taas po ang, or ang requirements sa motor will be or the output voltage should be enough, no, para sa requirements sa input nga voltage for the motor to run. Okay, so let's try to connect this one. So this one is the VCC. So take note, itong mga resistors, these are connected to the ground. So ang linya is ground. Let's see. Okay, so these are the ground. This one, kaning green na color. Okay, and the stripe one kani sa obos is the VCC. So kani siya ang kaning may VCC, and also this one. Okay, but before that, these are our sequence now. So this is our okay. So I put a label. Okay, nagputang ko label para makita ninyo. It's also important for beginners to put labels. Okay, so makita. Okay, there. So this is your X. Okay, this is your Y, and this is your Z. Parang. So X, Y, Z. Okay, X, Y, and Z. So ito yung X, ito yung Y, at saka ito yung Z. Okay. Now this is our first output. First output to. Number 1, first output. Second output. Okay. Ito third, fourth, fifth. Okay, 6. Ito 6. Okay, 7. Ito 7. And then this one is 8. Okay, para mas klaro ba? So this is 1. Okay, wait lang. So again, this is the first output, ito. Second output, ito. Third output, okay, output. Fourth. Fifth, okay, fifth output, ito. Ito yung sixth output. Ito yung seventh output. And this one is the last. Okay? Ito yung ika-8 output. Okay? So, let's check. Okay, so let's check the functionality of okay ang functionality kung tama ba ito pag as I've said, take note that when you're going to implement your circuit into breadboard or implementation, so siya lahiragid siya, no? Kasi you're considering the voltage drop, you're considering also your breadboard, you have so many things to consider here. Okay, unlike sa purchase mang board, wala man yung voltage drop ang purchase, so okay lang. So now let's try to put this one to ground. Okay, so this one we turn on. This is our output A. Okay, output A. By the way, this is our logic probe. Okay, logic probe siya. So this one kaning red, this is 1. Kaning pulsing sa middle. Okay, and also kani this is your 0. Itong green. So pag green siya, that means 0. Pag red siya, that means naka 1 siya. Okay? Now, your logic probe should be connected to this one. Okay? So, nakakonect itong logic probe sa ground and sa VCC. So, nana siya doon ka-terminal. Okay? The VCC and the ground. Pwedeng black and ground. Okay? So, make sure also na dili na magdikit. Okay? Separate na always ang imong logic probe. Okay, para dili ta ma-sunog. Okay? Now, let us try to look at the input. Okay, if you're going to look at this one, so nagsiga siya, that means naka 1 siya. So if you're going to look at this one, so nag-red siya. Okay? Nag-red siya, that means 1. Now let us see here, kani palong mo ni siya. Let us see daw kung sa iyang output. Okay? So nag-green. So green siya, that means 0. Okay? 0 ang yung output. Okay? Now here also in the input, okay, simply of course pag ground siya, that is green. Okay, ito ground ko. So this is ground, that is green. Now if you're going to connect here sa VCC, that could be what? Red. Okay? Naka-red siya. Kasi 1 siya. Okay? Now, these are all our inputs. So we're going to look at our input. So nag-red siya, that means naka 1. Ano naka 1 man siya? Kasi connected siya diri sa imong VCC, di ba? Ito resistor na connected to VCC, naka 1, di ba? Okay. Now, here, so inverter ito. Okay? So ito yung input niya, so naka 1 siya, i-invert mo. So ang output niya is 0, naka green siya. Okay? Green. So input sa Y, that is 1, okay, nag-red siya. Ang output niya ito, which is naka-green, 0, kasi naka-invert. Same thing here, yung X, input niya is red kasi naka-1 siya. Output niya is what? Ito. So, naka-green, is 0. Okay, now let's proceed to the functionality. Take note that okay, let's go back to our diagram. Okay, so this is our diagram. Okay, this is our diagram. Okay, wait lang. Ito. Okay, now if you're going to look at the diagram, wait lang ha. Okay, yan. If you're going to look at the diagram, if you're going to press Z, okay, dapat or if you are not pressing anything, so meaning 0 ang lahat, dapat mag-turn on si 1. Okay? If you are going to press C, dapat mag-turn on si number 2. If you are going to press Y, si number 3. Pag i-press mo si Y and Z, then it should be number 4. Okay? And so on and so forth. But if you're going to look at the output, diba? Ito yung output. Okay? Now, if you're going to look at the output here, kung saan nagsiga, that is si output number 8. Ito. Wait lang. Yan. Okay? So, ito yung output. So, ito si output number 8. Okay? Ito si output number 8. Nagsiga siya. Take note, dapat magpalong siya. Okay? Kasi wala mag-press. Output number 8 will only turn on if naka-press X, Y, and Z. Naka-1 silang lahat. But in this case, wala pa man. Okay? So, what happened here is that, okay, so ito, di ba? Nagbaliktad siya eh. This is supposed to be turning off, and ito, number 1, it should be turning on. Kaya lang, swap sila. So it only indicates that our output is inverted. Okay, nagkabaliktad na itong output. Okay, now let us try to do the functionality first. If I'm going to press X, dapat, okay, based up to ang diagram, okay, here, wait lang. Okay, if you're going to press Z, okay, Z. Pag i-press ko si Z, dapat mag-turn on si LED number 2. But since baliktad siya, what will happen? Si LED number 7 ang mag-turn on. Okay? If I am going to press ito, si Y, dapat mag-turn on si 3. But since naka-invert siya, opposite, 6 ang mag-turn on. Then, so on and so forth. So, ang starting sa turning on will be from 8, 6, 7, okay? 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That will be the sequence. So, reversed, okay? So, let us try. If I'm going to press C, so take note, nag-turn in si output number 7. If I'm going to press Y, so si output number 6. This is output number 6. If I'm going to press the 2, X and Y and Z, so si output number 5 ang nag-turn on. Okay, this one. If I'm going to press X and Z, okay, so si output number, okay, wait lang. X, Y, okay, X muna. If I'm going to press X, si output number 4, X and Z, output number 3, and then you have X and Y, output number 2, and if you are going to press all X, Y, and Z, okay, let me press this one. Okay, if we are going to press all, so see output number 1. Okay, so the functionality is correct Kaya lang, I mean, the circuitry is correct, pero baliktad, di ba? Baliktad siya. Now, by the way, let us check first the output voltage. Remember that our input voltage is 6 point pila 6.30 something, no? So ito, let's us check the output. Ito, so ito yung ground, okay, and this is the VCC. Okay, let us see itong light. Then yung kanyang output voltage. Okay, take note. Your output voltage is only 1.9. You see? Grabe yung voltage drop. We're lucky enough na 1.9 is enough to make your LEDs turn on. Kasi ang 1.5 requirement ni LED para magsiga. So 1.9 ang yung output. That is why magsiga pa siya. But also take note nga, we're using resistor. Okay? So that is also the reason why nag-reduce ang yung output voltage, because we're using resistor. But we're not going to remove the resistor kasi po, pag mulampas na po siya, baka mabot siya 5 or 4 ang output voltage niya. So that means na may tendency masunog ang imuhang LED kasi 1.5 may requirement. Gabay lang requirement yung voltage para musikan. But we have only 1.9. Okay? Natin 1.9. Okay, so most probably all the outputs, no, 1.9 siya ay yung output voltage. Okay, now okay, so we already know the output voltage. It's enough to turn on our LED. Now again, here we explain to you bakit baliktad siya. Okay, so okay, take note that our functionality, our circuitry is correct, no? Now itong circuitry, kaya lang baliktad lang output. Instead number 1 ang output ang magsiga, so happen na number 8. Okay, so again, we can what we're going to do here is just we're going to reverse this one, no? Ito lang, let me explain to you. Ito kasi, so ito yung nangyari. Take note. Okay, ano ba? Okay, let me draw that one first. So, take note that you have X. Klaro ba? Wait lang ha. Kaya lang. Ito. Now, this is our first output. Our first output is X bar, Y bar, and C bar. Okay? This is our first output equation. Now, if you're going to analyze it well, ito yun, X, Y, and Z. Okay? So, take note, we invert. Diba? We invert. Now, if you can see kanina, since we connect this one to VCC, so these are all ones. Tama? Naka-1 lahat yan. Okay? Naka-1. So, therefore, since naka-invert siya, therefore, the output will be 0. Okay? Now, the circuit is kani. Ito. Okay, this one. So what we do is we AND this one, okay, X and Y ANDed, and the output of which is also what? ANDed. So this is your output 1, correct? Ito yung output 1. We're going to analyze this one kasi naka-invert siya 1, 1. Ito 1, 1. Okay, if we're going to look at the logic probe, iba ito. Okay, let me remove sa logic probe. Okay, ito yung X. Okay, take note yung X, okay, naka-1 siya. Okay, your Y is also naka-1 kasi connected siya sa VCC. This is your Y. And also your Z here is connected to VCC, so naka-1 siya. So here, going back, connected kasi siya sa VCC. Okay, just wait for a moment. Putol akong internet. Okay, ito, balik. So, kasi connected siya sa VCC, so naka-1 siya, so therefore inverted siya, so 0, 0, 0. So what will happen is 0 din ito, 0 din ito. So therefore yung 1 niya is 0. So if we're going to look at your 1, 0 siya. So hindi talaga siya mag-turn on. Okay? Now let us look at this circuit here. Okay. Ito yung 1. Ito yung 1. So ang output ng 1 is what? If you're going to look at the output sa 1, naka-green siya. So that means the output is 0. So how are we going to turn it to 1? Okay? Paano yan maging 1? So what we're going to do is, ito yung circuit niya dapat. Okay? We're just going to invert. But what will happen is, we're going to have the double inversion here. So, okay, ito. Wait lang. Okay, say for example, this will be your X, Y, and Z. Okay? What we're going to do is, we're going to invert, and then invert, and then also invert. Okay? And then we are going to invert again. Invert again. Kumbaga, double inversion ang gawin natin. Okay? This is 1, 1, 1 because this is connected to VCC. And then, if we go, it will pass to the inverter, meaning 0 yan, 0, and then 0 yan. Okay? Take note, this is undead. Okay? Undead. So, and the output of which is also what? Undead. Okay? So, therefore, pag 0 yan, maging 1 yan, maging 1, maging 1. Take note, you're not yet pressing anything. Okay, you're not pressing anything. So, maging 1 yan, 1, 1. So, what will happen? Maging 1 din ito. So, that will make your output turn on. Kasi mag-1 din siya 3. Okay? Now, if you're going to press here, kasi mag-press ka na, what will happen? If you're going to press, maging 0 yan. If you're going to press X, Y, Z, so 0, 0, so this will become 1, this will become 1, this will become 1, and this will become 0, this will become 0, okay, this will become 0, and of course, this will also become 0, okay? So, ganon, no? We're just going to do the double inversion. So, again, here, going back to circuit, okay? If you're going to press your button here, okay? Look at this one. If I'm going to press this button here, let us see what will be the, okay, natabunan. Okay, ibalik ko lang. Okay, ito. So, if I'm going to press this button here, take note this is 1, okay? Naka 1 yan siya. But if you're going to press that button, so 0 ang kanyang input, okay? May green. So, 1, this is red, then green is 0. Okay? Because I'm pressing the button. Okay? So, para ma-correct yung output natin, what we're going to do is, we have two ways. Either, we are going to double inversion, or another is, we are going to invert your output. All your outputs will be inverted. Okay? Kaya lang, medyo taas ka o circuit yung buhatin. Okay? So, that is what we're going to do. Okay, so that is now your decoder. So that is a decoder. Okay, that is how you're going to implement a 3x8 decoder. Okay. So again, if you have some questions and clarification, so kindly do a comment. Okay, in our LMS. Or okay, so pwede na during our collaboration. Okay. So, thank you everyone, and God bless everyone.